All right, guys. As I promised, I will quickly make a little video here reviewing the basic operations we have done so far when it comes to Excel using the basic functions. Okay, and I hope it assists you guys. Can always go back and look at it. All right. What you're seeing there on the screen is already the table we worked um, before, but now I will go back from the beginning. Okay, and actually duplicate it somewhere here, okay, but with the correct procedures. Okay, first of all right, I will be entering information. I have here the table. Let's look at how many columns. 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So I will choose there at this point 4 columns. Okay, I will make the border of them 4 columns, and I will start entering information. All right, I have here item. Okay, I have the unit price. I have the quantity and the total. Okay, and going back, entering the items that were bought. All right, we're assuming that this is a sort of an invoice or a receipt, I would say. Okay, we have the screen, we have the CPU, we have the printer. Okay, and also a total to be solved for. Okay, the unit price is it is $25. This is 20. Okay, this is 180. The other one is 550. The other one is 105. Okay, and quantity means how many was bought. We have 3, 2, 5, 5, and 3. Okay, we are to look for the minimum of the totals, right? The maximum of total, the average, okay, total, and of course how many items were bought. Okay, so I come here, that is information. Okay, we're going to use sort of some functions that I already showed you previous classes, and one of the editing will also be giving the receipt, the name of the company where the computer appliances were bought, and the name of it is A&E Computer Appliances. And you will notice I have typed it in the first cell of the first column. Okay, but I want this to be in the center of that receipt. Okay, so what you do when you type it here, you will select, okay, that is your mouse and your with your mouse left click, you hold and you select to where the actual table ends. Once you do so, you go here where it's have the option says merge and center. What does that do? That will cut all the individual cells and create one entire cell, one cell, and take the label and center it. Okay, so I click and you would see what happened. Okay, now total means that we want to know how many am I paying. And mathematically, you know that if I buy 3 mouses for $25, that will be the multiplication of 3 times 25. Okay, and this is a simple multiplication using a formula. Okay, and remember the rules of the formula. Always start with the equal sign and use cell reference instead of the values. Okay, so I always start with my equal sign. Second rule, use the cell references, means where are they located, not the values. I'm using 25, which is in J3, multiply that, which is the asterisk, times 3, which is in K3, okay? Press enter from my keyboard, and there I go. One formula, guys, one formula. Put your cursor on the bottom right. When it changed from this cross to the golden cross, all right? You click, you hold, and you drag to where you want it to apply, since the structure of the formula is the same for the others, all right? So there I go. Okay, And of course, editing is very important. This we're talking about money. Okay, we are talking here currency. Can use the currency here for the money. Now, this extra one total is a function, means the total of the unit prices, total of quantities. All right, sorry. Let me fix this. Quantity is not currency. Okay, those general. All right, so I fix it up. Now my total for this is using the auto sum. Okay, remember we have the basic functions that you guys should be familiar with. And at this point, what I'm just getting is the total, the addition. I put my cursor here in the cell reference G8 where I want the total of the addition of 25 plus 20, 180, 550, and 105. Auto sum, all right? Automatically will select the immediate values that are close to where you want the answer to appear, okay? So if that is the case, if those are the values that you are adding, then you just leave it and then you press enter. But if, let's say, for sake, they are not including one of them, let's say the mouse, all right, it's only the 20, 180, 550, 105, then you can always go and make the correction. Take your mouse, click and drag there, okay, if the case applies. Nonetheless, it's all of them, then it's all the unit prices. Press enter, there you go. The same thing, you can copy formula across. I drag and there I go. Okay, good. The other one here says the minimum total. Minimum means the lowest, the smallest. Okay, so I will now take from all my totals, all right, and not the main total of the items and the quantity and the total of totals, but the total of what I pay for each, all right, item. So I will come up here. I will start with an equal sign, and minimum means min. See it right here, double click, okay? Or I could have done this as well. Come up here, look for min, there I go, all right? Let me see, minimum, there I go. But again, it will remember, it will take the immediate values that are close to the cell. And in this case, it's not that I want, so I come with my mouse, select the values that are required to get the minimum, which is from L3 to L8, right? So, sorry, L7. So there I go. I press enter, and the minimum now is 40. Same thing applies here. Equals max, which is the function name for maximum, right? I can double click there and select the values I require to get the maximum. The range L3 to L7. Press enter. There I go. Average works the same. Equals everything, average. Double click. Automatically the open bracket is there, and then it's ready for you to select. The range of cells means from where to where are you taking the average. From L3 to L7. Here I go. Right, I will press enter. There I go. I have the average. If you would take your calculator, add 75 plus 40 plus 900, 2750 plus 315, divide by those 5 items, you would get that value. Okay. Now, number of items means the counter. You're counting how many items do we have. If you look at it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please don't come and just type in 5, because what I'm looking for the purpose of using formulas, right, or functions, is to make life easier, faster. And of course, I require to see the function you're using. So the function for it is the equals count. I'm counting, and I can use the same, all right, range here. Press enter. There I go. So I have used so far, all right, the margin center, editing of the dollar sign, okay, the total, which is the auto sum, right, the basic multiplication, the minimum, the maximum, the average, the count. Plus, of course, I showed you how to do the table, right, with the borders of what you request. So this is what I want you guys to be doing in your exercise that you have pending. All right. I hope the video assists you guys. And again, if you have any questions, you can always send me a text. All right. With all that said, well, thank you. Have a great day.